Hey everybody, it's Robin from My Content Creations. How are you today? So today we're going to do the prep on this cage. I apologize profusely. I really just made the assumption that you guys would kind of understand what I was doing, and I am so sorry that I wasn't more clear on this. I just got to go grab my chenilles and we'll get started. So we're going to wait just a minute or two for gals to join. So I've got my small tomato cage. I've got my wreath. It's an 18, I believe it's an 18-inch wreath. Whatever whatever you got in your stash, just slip it over the top and see. If you only have a 24-inch, it'll work. You just kind of have to bend it in, whatever works. You also could use a wire 18-inch frame, slip it down, and put a pine bough around it. You know, which you can buy like at Dollar Tree or something for like $1.50, $2, something like that. Because one of these, this is a Michael's wreath, and you know, here they're about $8. So you know, if you want to keep your costs down. The reason I like these is because they do have the double wire, and they're a little bit heavy, so they're going to provide stability for the bottom of the wreath, because it's going to be really light because of the mesh and the head. Hi, Sandy. The head is really light, the mesh is light, everything is so light that it will blow if you have it on a porch. But if you have it on something like, I've always found when I make these things, I put some sort of base on them, because hi, Shar, you can put like a weight on the bottom of the, but I mean, who wants to do that? And that's why I always hang a rope down as well in the center with a loop on the bottom. So if you wanted to put it on a porch, you could put a rock on it, on the loop, and it would keep it down on the ground as well. So those are some of the things we're going to talk about today. I am heading to the at-home store, I think tomorrow, to pick up 4 more heads. A gal this morning shared the JCPenney one. It looks really cute. I am also getting one from Amazon. It's not going to be here for another week or so, but I did order one from there that was a black-headed one. Now, I don't know what these are going to be like on Amazon. I don't know if it's stuffed, if it's styrofoam. You know, it's kind of hard to tell from the pictures, but there are lots of options out there. So if you go with a tree topper, a Snowman tree topper head, I mean, you can use any of those on these. It does not have to be the one from the at-home. It's just that's the one that I'm using because I just like freaking fell in love with it. So, okay, so basically, we'll get started. What I do first, okay, is I secure the top, because we're going to be slipping the wreath down over the top and all that stuff, so we want to have our point. So it's quite simple. You're just going to join them all together, so it looks kind of like this, and you're going to put your zip tie on it, which I think I might just put it together and slip it down. Bring it down to where you think. So it's going to look like this, okay? But that's not going to work for our snowman head because it's like going all over the place. So take it at the top, make another loop. I'm just going to make a loop and slip it down over because I'm a little... Bring it about 1 inch from the top and pull it together. So you have something that looks like this. So your head will now sit on top of that. I always snip these off And then I'm going to just put just a dab of glue on each one because I don't want them to move. Because it could move around. It could slip off. Okay. So that's the top. What's everybody think? Are we all good with that? So you just pull them together, throw a zip tie down here, zip tie up here, pull it together so we have a little point, and then you can just slip your tree topper head on top of it. Now when you put your tree topper head on, it's going to be one of the last things you do. You're going to douse this with glue and then put it on and just stick it down. I always set it on first when I get close to being done to know how many more rows of the white I need to do, because you want to make sure your head is down. But if you remember on the video, the wide collar on the snowman head from at home, I poked the holes through, put the ribbon on, and I attached the bow right to the neck of the head. So nothing is attached to this other than the head itself, and then everything is on the head. Okay, does everybody get that? If you have any questions, please ask me, okay? This is where I want the questions, because starting today, I am starting 4 welcome boards, and I have 3 finished projects to do for my sale Saturday. I am not going to be able to ask random questions until next Monday. So now is the time. I thought I would pop this on here for you guys because I want to make sure that you're all clear, because I know how many of you want to make one of these. And they are so darn freaking cute, guys. I mean, when I think about how easy they are to make. Hi, Letty. How are you? Letty, you know what? That was my Grandma Sire's name, Letty. I love that name. Welcome to your first live. Well, you'll have to check out all of them. I do have the finished product making the snowman, and this is a follow-up prep to getting ready to start the video. So there's going to be 2. Okay, Carol, I have a post on my Conking Creations page. I put it on this morning. I had the link for the mesh that I use on Craft Outlet, and I've got everything there. And if you're Canadian, I've got the link where you can order it from in Canada, okay? The tomato cage is a small one. It's like about 30, 32 inches, something like that. But again, you can make it as big as you want. If you want to buy the larger head and make it taller, go for it. It's just more mesh. The mesh on here that I used to do the smaller one was 4 rolls. So in the Letty, it's on my Facebook page, My Conking Creations, okay? There's, you'll see when you scroll down, the one you'll see is me putting the bow on, and I'm grumbling because my internet cut off. Oh, Donna, that's great. I did put the link to the first one where I make the whole thing too. So if you get to the Facebook post about me finishing it off with the bow, if you scroll down in the comments, you'll see the link in there for the first part where I start from the very beginning and go all the way through, okay? And there's a link that shows where I got the snowman head, the mesh I use, and all of that's going to go together. There's a lot of components to this, so I'm handling each one separately, so you can just keep them all, and then you can just refer back to them when you need it, okay? Somebody asked me something. I used 4 rolls, and I used 10-inch, and it's called horizontal wide strip mesh. So if you go on any site that sells mesh and go search horizontal wide stripe white mesh, it will come up, because that's what you want. Now, there are meshes that are like snowball drift and white on white and whatever. You can use any of it. The reason I like the horizontal wide strip is because it's thick, it's stiff, it has nice big squares, it doesn't fray. I use this for all of my wreaths now that I make. I would burn it if I'm making petals, but because this is all folded in, I just cut it with the scissors. So you can wood burn it if you want, but it's like 4 rolls, so like it'll take you all day. I cut all 4 rolls at once, 13 inches long, and the mesh is 10 inches wide. So when you put it on your frame, it's going to be all factory edge. You're going to see all of the finished edge. You're not going to see... Oh, do they, Donna? Woohoo! They didn't have it yesterday. I did reach out to Tina Kelly. She's kind of my liaison with UITC. And I said to her, hey, you know, when are you going to get white back in? So that is awesome for our Canadian girls. You can get it there. You can get it at Lady Fox, which was the link that I provided on the page when I put the Mesh Canada Girls where you can buy it. So there's either Lady Fox Designs. Okay, no problem, Donna. That's great. No problema. That's wonderful. So I use this for my snowman head ones and for well, I use it for everything. I love this. And Craft Outlet is $4.95. I think that's US. And I think at Unique in the Creek, it's either $8 or $10 a roll. Donna, maybe you can check into that and see how much it is on UITC. I ordered a bunch of it. I think I got it from Unique in the Creek, actually. When I ordered it a while ago, I ordered like 20 rolls. I've just ordered 20 more from Craft Outlet because Unique didn't have it. Hi, Linda. It is so nice to have you join us. Okay, so we've done the top. We put 2 zip ties on it, glued it. It's nice and secure. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do our base. And I do this next because we're going to start putting the chenilles on in the mesh. So we want to make sure that we have everything on. So all you do is take the wreath and come down. That's it. Then you're going to zip tie it to the frame. Okay, so you're going to zip tie this to the frame, and there's like wire in there, and then you're just going to kind of, what I kind of do is when I put it on, I'm not going to zip tie this one because I don't want to use this one for this. This is one of my big ones, and I don't want to use it on this one. I'm just showing you because I don't have any of my little ones from Michael's. I'm going to go get them tomorrow. So basically an 18-inch wreath frame will go on this. It will work perfectly for you. So as you're working, you're going to have a nice sturdy stand for it. And now we're going to start putting the zip ties on. Now there's zip ties, the chenille. There's 2 ways you can do this, okay? And I am going to do this other way when I do my next ones. You can buy chicken wire at the dollar store. You can buy it at Hobby Lobby. You can buy it, I think, at Joanne Fabrics, probably. It's a wire that's like little round honeycomb grids, and it's all joined together. You can just wrap it around. Go all the way up to the top. Just wrap it around and join it with, okay, thanks, Donna. You can join it with zip ties onto your frame. Then when you're putting your petals on, your snowman petals, you can pretty much put them wherever there's a hole, like where you can start going around and doing it equally. You may use less mesh, actually. Hi, Debbie. You may use less mesh, actually, to do it that way. I don't know. But I'm going to show you how to do it with the chenilles, because that is the one that I've done so far for all of them. So I've got and I just use regular ones that I got at the dollar store, and I use white or silver. So whatever you have, you want a light color. And if you want to spray paint your frame, you can too, but it's not really necessary because you don't really see it. But if you want to, you can, okay? So I'm going to do it up here because I think it'll be easier for you to see. Of course, the bottom, you're going to just join it from here to here, and then here to here, okay? But I'll do it on this one, so it's exactly the same. It's just a little bit higher. So all I do is I just wrap that around, and I kind of get it in the middle, but again, it doesn't really need to be in the middle. And then I go in the middle here, and I always kind of do a loop-de-de-doopy here. And that's basically it. You're going to do that around in every one of the holes. Up here on the top, because they're so close together, on the top one, I go about halfway, well, maybe a third of the way up, actually. I'll go zoop-doo-doo. You should be able to go to the 3 of them. And then you'll just do the last one. So that's what it'll look like. There, 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 and then we'll just, here, I'll just do this last one. And then you're going to put glue on where it's attached to the tomato cage. You're going to put glue on it, okay? So you've got it up here, and then you've got it, all your grids for all your holes are going to look like this, okay? So now what we're going to do is we're going to put our mesh on, and I'll start here. So you're going to go here, here, and here. You're going to put one in the middle. You're going to go here, here, and here. You're going to put one in the middle. Then you're going to put one in the middle and one in the middle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, then you're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's why you use so much. So do you guys see that? So basically, again, how I did it was I just turned my corners in. That way it keeps all of those cut edges from sticking out. And I roll it over a couple of times. Throw my little handy dandy clip on there. Fold the corners in. Roll it up a couple of times. Then we're going to mush it together. So it looks like that. Then you're going to fold it in half. And then you're going to put a little zip-dee-dee-doo-dah on that. I always put a zip tie on to finish the petal. And then we stick it on the wreath. So I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put one here. Whoopsie, get over there. Can you see me here? I'm going to put one here. 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 And the center. And on every intersection. And in between. Okay? Is everybody good on that? So we'll do a couple here. We'll put them on. I'm going to put them on with chenilles because I want to be able to take them off. So there's one. And you're also going to have them down here. You're going to have one in the middle, one at the bottom, one at the middle, one at the bottom, one in the middle, one at the bottom, and it'll cover up completely. You could use little rubber bands, Teresa, but I have tried to use little rubber bands. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed. I don't know if the quality of our little rubber bands are not that good, but every time when I go to make them with the little rubber bands, the freaking things break. And then my petals go all over, so I just use little zip ties, and I know it costs more, but that's just how I do it. Now, is everybody, you can make the petal, Cheryl, however you want to face it. I do them down. I do them all down. The bottom one down here is going to kind of stick out, and then the middle one will kind of stick out, and then they're all going to be kind of down. But as you go, like when you put them on, like with a zip tie, it's going to pull up tighter. They may stick out a little bit. It doesn't matter because there's going to be so many of them on there. It's going to be all over. So just experiment. Make it however you want. I do it this way. I always put one here, one in the middle, one here, one in the middle, and all the way around because I don't want to have any holes. When you get all finished, you know, when you get to the top, you're going to look at it and say, okay, where's my front? Because there's always one side that looks better, right? And that's the side that you're going to, when you put your head on, make sure that your head faces that way. But again, the head is going to be the very, very last thing you put on. Well, not the very, you're going to put your mitts and whatever else on, but the head's going to be the last thing for the main part of that you're going to put on. So you're going to work on getting your petals put on. So we'll put another one on here. And, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly like the way that I'm doing it. You can make it 13 inches in. So I'm going to put that in here. So we're going to put one in the middle. Whoops, I didn't put my zip tie on it. I just went and got some more, oh shit, excuse my French. I just went and got some more tomato cages today. Because I only have 2 left and I've got 4 to make. So I thought I'm going to go get them. And the girl, I got them at Canadian Tire for the Canadian girls. It's kind of like a Home Depot, but smaller. They had them, so. So then I'm going to put, so I've got one here. I'm going to put one in the middle. I think we used to always use chenilles to put this stuff on, right? So there's the second one. And then we're going to put one here. And you're going to just go around and fill up your board. You're going to use 4 rolls. You may use a little more than that. Like, it depends, you know, if you, you know, get it, you start and you think, oh, I don't have to put one here. It filled in pretty good there. You know, use your own, like, creative thing. You can make it however you want. You don't have to make it as thick as this. I am making it this way because I'm selling it, and I don't want to have any problem with people having holes. So there's what it's going to look like. Okay, so there's the 3 of them. So you're going to have one here, one here, one here. Then you're going to have one here. In the middle, you're going to have one here, and these ones here, you're going to put a little bit of glue on these to stick them to your frame, and in the center where they join, I just do a little loop-de-loop around when I put it on the other side. Just stick a little kind of get glue. Carla, I have a link on my page I posted this morning, and it shows the link to Craft Outlet. That's where I got it. Now, if you're from Canada, uniqueinthecreek.com or uniqueinthecreek.ca also sells it, and I believe uniqueinthecreek.com sells it as well in the U.S. You can also get it if you're Canada from Lady Fox, and I put the link on the post on my Tonkin Creations page. I also put the link for the heads. I have a separate post because someone sent me something that they had gotten ahead at JCPenney, so I put that link on. So go to my Facebook page and just start. Everything has been done since Saturday, so it's all fairly constant. I am quite busy on my page, as you'll notice, because I'm getting ready for a sale, and I have a lot of activity on my page. So you just have to scroll down, and you'll find I did a snowman head live yesterday, and I used the same mesh, the horizontal wide stripe. That's all you have to search for. So if you go on that link, you'll see it, okay? If you have any questions about anything around this project or my snowman heads, I have answered it on my Facebook page with a post with links, pictures, everything. So it's all there, okay? You're welcome, Carla. And if you make one, I would love to see it if you could send it to me. Any of you guys, if you make one of these or one of my snowman heads, I would love to see it. I am going to be getting some more balls tomorrow at Dollar Tree. The only ones I have left right now are the ones that are about this big, and then the ones that are this big. I don't have any of the medium-sized ones. So basically, that is the prep for this, guys. Like, it's going to take you probably about an hour to get your cage with your chenilles put on it, and to get your, you know, the bottom. Now, you can, like I said, just use, you know, a pine bough that you get at Dollar Tree or whatever, the long ones, and just wrap it around the bottom and attach it to the just attach it to here. You want whatever you put on as the green base to be attached to the frame, because it's going to hold it down. Oh, the other thing I wanted to show you was the rope, okay? Okay, so the rope I used in case, is in case you want to weigh it down. Now, if you're going to put this in the house, you're not going to need to do anything like that. But if you're going to put it on your porch, and it, like in a covered porch, and it's a little windy, you may want to, I'm just going to take these off. You may want to weigh it down, because it may blow around a little bit, because it's very light. The head is made out of styrofoam, and the body, the mesh is really light. So what I do is, this is just like that rope. You can buy it. It's like $2 at the craft store. It's nothing too expensive. And it's a light color. So what I do is I hang it on the inside, and I to read it about ground level, so that you can put like a rock or something on it, and then just tie it up here. Tie it around just above the, just above this, because you know your snowman, I don't have one to show you, but I showed you when I made it. There's a cone in the top, so where the snowman is going to attach to the frame is going to be up here. So you can tie it right around, just on top of that zip tie, tie a knot, and make it like a loop down here so that it just kind of hangs. And then what you can do is just get a big rock and just put it on there. And when I do it, I make it so that the loop just touches, it just touches the ground. So you can put the rock on there, and it's going to be taut. It's going to be tight, okay? And then that's going to help weigh down your tomato cage as well, because this is going to be really light. And it just is going to work out. So together with the pine base and the loop, you know, you're not going to see any of the mechanics of this that make it so that it's going to look beautiful on your porch or in your yard. Or like I have a covered gazebo here. I could put it up on my, I have a counter with, you know, with a microwave and all that stuff in the summer. But in the wintertime, if I wanted to decorate this, I could put one of these on here and put the rock in it, light it. You know, I put just little LED battery lights on them when I sell them. But if you wanted to have a plug-in light and really have it lit up, you could put the lights on before you put the mesh on. But because I just use the little LED ones, I just put them on after. And certainly you can do that. The one that I sold, the first one that I did with the ball that I made the head, put the eyes and everything on, I just hung the lights down the center. Like I got fairly big ones, and I just hung the light down the center. So, so that's it. So if anyone has any questions over the next few days, I'm just going to be sending them this video. Because, like I said, I'm making 3 welcome boards. And I'm doing welcome on one side and Merry Christmas on the other. And I'll show you, the one that I've got done is how I make these is I don't stencil them. I make them with letters that stick on, and they're 3D. See, like these are bells, and these little H's are letters. And I paint each individual one, and then I glue them, and I pin nail them onto the board. And the board is a piece of pallet wood, actually. And it's really heavy. But the ones I'm doing for my sale are just going to be pine boards. This big snowman, the stand, I sell between $115 and $130, depending how I finish it. So That's kind of, but the way you work out your price, guys, like I said in my video yesterday, somebody asked me, you should take the amount or cost of your product and multiply it between 2 and 2.5. Now, it depends, like if, you don't have a lot of cost in the product, but you have a lot of time. I factor in about $20 for my time on making anything. I figure it would cost about an hour, or take about an hour. So, that's what I charge is 2.5 times. And then take a look at it, and if it's allowing for about $20 extra for me, then I do that. But that's about it. So that's how I come up to the $115 to $130. Because that $15 could mean the difference of a bow if they want something different. I had a gal that wanted me to make one Victorian and put silk roses and all that stuff. That all takes extra time, and it's not built into the price. So that's where it could be more than that. So it's between $115 and $130. Now, I am shipping one of these to Cleveland. How I'm doing it is I'm shipping the head in a separate box, because the head is the most fragile piece, right? The body is just mesh on a tomato cage. So I'm putting the body in a 36 by 24 by 12 box, and the head's going in a separate box, and it's costing the lady over $100 to have it shipped. But she really wanted it, so, her snowman is going to cost her about $250. But she really wants it. So that's a way that I could do it, but that kind of gives you an idea, if you're crafty at all, using the videos that I've provided to you. It may not come out looking exactly like mine, but you will get a really close second. The big thing is your ribbon. Buy some really pretty ribbon and put on it. I actually have a girl that follows me from the UK, and she made one. And she sent it to me and showed me, and it is beautiful. So just make it yourself. Try it, make it yourself. Get a tomato cage, get some mesh, and have some girlfriends over and open a bottle of wine and have a little bit of fun. I think you could have a really good time. And what I would really like it is if you make one, please send it to me. Show me what you've done. I would love to see it. And getting me over the 14,000 followers. Guys, I'm almost at 14,200 already from yesterday. I can't believe it. So you guys are just freaking amazing to support me and my channel. My husband Dave and I are so appreciative of everything. I've got some more little things that I'm planning to make, and I will absolutely be sharing with you where I get the stuff, how I make it, all of that. So you can, maybe if you're looking for some extra pieces for some craft sales that you're in, you can absolutely, try some of these ideas. Did you see, I posted it this morning, those grapevine wreaths that were done with around a door for Thanksgiving. The thing they did that I thought was so freaking amazing is they glued little hooks in the back of those pumpkins to hang them on the wreath. And I thought, you could do that with a regular wreath. Buy those little cup hooks and glue the hooks onto the attachments so that you could change it. So if you had different bows, you could put pumpkins on one, you could put snowflakes on one, you could put snowmen on one, whatever, and just unhook them off of the freaking grapevine wreath. But I am going to try that for my door. I'm going to go shopping for some grapevine wreaths, and I'm going to try that, because what an amazing thing to have around your door. I have never seen anything like that before. So check my page. I posted that link on there. Some guys down in the States somewhere made them, and they are beautiful. It's beautiful. It's all, they use grapevines, and then they use that grapevine that comes, that's like all in one piece, like it's long and it's like a garland. And they kind of put that in, and then just used little pumpkins from all over, and they hooked them on to the like fine. I've never seen anything like that before. Anyways, I'm going to let you guys go. I'm rattling on now. I got to get painting my letters here and go make some lunch for my hubby. So we shall talk to you all soon. I'll share the boards with me. I'm going to be doing Merry Christmas on one side and Welcome on the other for my sale. And they're just going to be black and white, very just plain, so that they can go with any of the other decor that people may have on their front porch or whatever. So I'm going to let you go. If you have any questions, though, I'm just going to be sending you this video, and you can just fast forward through the spots where I'm talking about the stuff. Okay? We'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day. Adios.